This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah, last class topic is what? I think we done with the listeners concept, right? Listeners completed, and today we'll go with the annotations concept, guys. If you go for the annotations, up to now we are working with web.xml file. Up to now we are working with web.xml file. Yeah, up to now we are working with web.xml file, guys. Web.xml file number of C to configure the servlet. Yes, in web.xml file, how can we configure the servlet? To configure the servlet, we require how many tags? To configure the servlet, we require the two tags, right? Two tags, guys. Guys,
Servlet
to
and servlet
configure
mapping.
servlet tag required and servlet mapping tag required, right? Exactly. Guys, there's annotation, servlet annotation, guys, servlet annotations, which is there from which first, servlets 3.0 version, guys. Servlets 3.0 version, we have the annotation concept. Okay, servlet 3.0 version, guys. Up to now, we are configuring the servlet. So to configure the yeah, to configure the servlet, guys, we require two tags. To configure the servlet in web.xml file. In web.xml file, to configure the servlet, how much code you need means, yeah. If you take the some previous class examples, so you can take the listener example, something like this, guys. Yes, in this case, you can check the web.xml file code to configure the. Yeah, to configure the servlet, we require the two tags, guys. Servlet tag required and servlet mapping tag is required. Mhm. Yeah. If you go for some example like servlet, so web.inf folder, web.inf folder, web.xml file, if you open. In web.xml file to configure the servlet, guys, total we require the two tags. What are the two tags, guys? Servlet tag and servlet mapping tag, right? Yeah, servlet tag and servlet mapping tag, guys. Because in Eclipse IDE, yeah, this is like go for the servlet bottom. Yeah, to configure the servlet, guys, total how many tags required means you require the two tags. One is like servlet tag and servlet mapping tag required, right? Yeah, to configure the servlet in web.xml file, this is the code we have to configure, guys. Guys, if the number of servlets are increased, then what happens, guys? If number of servlets are, tell me, guys, if number of servlets are increased, then web.xml file configurations increase, right? Web.xml file configurations are increased, right? Exactly, guys. Because if the number of servlets are increased, then web.xml file configurations are increased. So the parser will take some time to parse this data or not. Parsing means validation, right? Every tag we have to do the validation or not. Hmm? If the number of solid are increased, guys, then what happened here? Web.xml file configurations are increased. It affects on performance, right? Guys, it will affect on what? It will affect on what? Performance, right? Exactly. Because to overcome above problem, to reduce the configurations, yeah, to reduce the configurations in web.xml file, guys, use annotations, guys. Guess which concept here? Annotations, right? Exactly. Guys, in Eclipse IDE, so IDE, if you select the solid 2.0, is an IDE. So in IDE, if we select Yes, if we select what? If we select the Servlets 2.5 version, then project is updated with what? Project is tell me, our project is updated with what? Updated with annotations, right? Sorry. Project is updated with what?
Web dot
XML configurations, right? Exactly. Guys, if we in IDE, if we select the 3.0, if we select the 3.0 version, then project is updated with what? Annotation
annotation.
configuration. Annotation configuration, right? Exactly. But the point is like annotation configuration, but here web.xml file is not generated. But here web.xml file is generated, not generated. Web.xml file is what? Not generated, right? Exactly. Yes, in IDE, if we select the 2.5 version, the project with the XML configuration. In IDE, if we select the 3.0 version, then the project is updated with what? Annotation configuration, right? Exactly. Here, web.xml file is generated, not generated. Web.xml file is not generated, right? So, but project is a combination of both, guys. Project is a combination of both. So, your application has to support the web.xml file as well as annotations, right? Guys, why this project is a combination of both means, see for example, using annotations, guys, using annotations, we have some context param tag data is there, because context param tag means what? The data is common for all servlets, right?
Yes.
Yes, that point I'll tell you, give me some time today only. But if you understood the point is like servlet 2.5 version means what, then the project is updated to what? Project is
Ex-
updated to what? XML configuration, right? If ID 3.0, project is updated to annotation configuration, but update XML file is generated, not generated. Update XML
not
file is not generated, right? Exactly. Guys, web.xml file is not generated here. That's what, guys, when you create the project here, go to the file menu, click on new dynamic web project. In the project I select like this is like annotations app, because if you select the 3.0, if you click on the finish button directly, if you click on the finish button, that application does not support, like that application does not support an XML file. But if you need both XML file and annotations, right? Guys, we need what? We need both XML file and what? Both annotations. That's what, guys. Click on next button. Click on next button. Click on next. Here we have the option like generate web.xml file, right? Guys, generate what? Web.xml file, web.xml file deployment descriptor, right? That's what, guys. Here we have to click on what? Generate web.xml file deployment descriptor, right? Is that clear now? Generate web.xml file deployment descriptor or not? Just click on the finish button, guys. Yeah. So now your project is updated to both XML files and annotations, right? Exactly. Yes, update XML file is ready. Update XML file is generated anyhow. Yes, now let me create the servlet. When you create the servlet here, right click, click on new. Let me create one servlet. If you create the servlet, assume like this is my first servlet. Package name, okay, fine. So give the class name is like first servlet, package name is like com.tcs, something like this. Click on next. By default class name is URL pattern, right? Click on finish. Click on finish. Then what happened, guys? You require the jar file. So servlet-api.jar, just you place in the lib folder, right? Exactly. The problem is rectified, guys. But see, in web.xml file, anything is updated now. Anyhow, you created servlet, but anything is updated in the XML file. Nothing, right? Exactly. That's what, guys. Here can go for the first servlet. Check once. Here, this is called annotation, guys. @web servlet. Just to configure the servlet, we require the annotation, like which annotation, guys? At the rate. What the annotation name, guys? At the rate what? At the rate web servlet is annotation, right? Exactly. At the rate web servlet is the annotations, right? Exactly. Yes, if you want, you can write some response so that you want to run this code. To run this code, response dot first of all we have to specify response dot set content type. So set content type like text slash HTML, right? Exactly. Yes, Yes, next one you can write the print writer object. So print writer equal to response dot what? Response dot get writer, right? That's it. Just simply can write the writer data println of. So this is annotated servlet, right? Exactly. Is that clear now? Can please run this code once. Right click on the project, run as run on server. So click on next. Yeah, click on next. Remove all which application and application only I want to configure. Click on finish. Click on save. Click on OK. Okay, the server will start. For this servlet, what is the URL pattern we specified? Okay, this servlet, what is the URL pattern you specified? You
First
specify
servlet.
the URL pattern is the first servlet, right? Yeah, then you can send a request like a first okay servlet, right? Click on enter. Because we got the output or not.
Yes.
It means what? The annotation is working fine, right? The annotation is working fine. So this much configurations in web.xml file, guys. This much configuration in web.xml file. The configuration to configure the solid in web.xml file. This is the code we have to write there. Okay. So to overcome the problem, use the annotation, right? Exactly. Guys, to configure the to configure the servlet using annotations. Only would servlet is required, guys. The servlet name is like what? At the rate what? Web servlet, right? At the rate web servlet, you can give the URL pattern here. That's it, guys. Just tell me, guys, this much code is reduced by only this annotation or not? This much code is reduced by only this annotation, right? Exactly. Is it clear now? This is like annotation, guys. At the rate web servlet is annotation. Is it clear now? So this much code is replaced by only one annotation. The annotation is called what? At the rate web servlet annotation.
Sir, it will be working in two post method also, right? Both method is same. Two cut now you are using. Now you are
Because
using
default
two cut
request
method.
To easily show the annotations, we are
Two
no,
post
that
also it
is
will be.
annotation. Do post request,
Yes, sir. Two post it will be applicable in this.
No, annotation just URL pattern, right? Do post means what we have to do. In the do post means we have to take the form page, right? In the form page, you can mention the URL pattern. What's the problem in that?
Okay.
In the form page,
There we need
you
to
have the
map
form.
in.
Guys, this is just the URL pattern. That's it. Instead of configuring the URL pattern in web.xml file, just we are configuring here. That's it. But you are sending the get request or post request. That is up to you, right? You are
Okay.
sending get request or post request. That's up to you. Yes, please mute. Rani, you only.
I'm not sir.
Yeah. Guys, this is like servlet annotations, right? Servlet 3.0 version. So we have the annotations concept, guys. At the web servlet annotation, right? Exactly. Sir, for the single servlet using annotations, I want write the multiple. Yeah, I want write the multiple at the rate web servlet. Yeah, for a single servlet, guys, you want to give the multiple URL patterns. Servlet, if you want to give the multiple URL patterns, this is the code, guys. So servlet with multiple URL patterns. Simply you can give like at the rate web servlet URL patterns attribute, guys. URL patterns, it is taking like what? First URL and what? Second URL, right? Guys, first URL and what? Second URL or not? Like that, you can give the multiple URL patterns, guys. Yes, if you want, you can check the API documentation once. So just you can search in Google. Google. So servlets, yeah. Yeah, what's the termination at the rate web servlet API you can see at the rate web servlet API Oracle docs. So in Oracle docs you can check the at the rate web servlet information, guys. Guys, this is basically annotation. Okay, so servlet which version, guys? Since 1.03.0 version, right? Annotation is used to declare the servlet, right? This annotation is processed by container, deployment time, and corresponding servlet made available the specified URL pattern, right? Specified URL pattern, guys. Guys, it contains multiple attributes. Out of this attribute, I use URL patterns attribute. If you check the URL pattern attribute, the URL patterns of the servlet, the URL pattern patterns, the URL patterns of the servlet, right? We can take in the braces. Guys, it takes the string array, right? URL patterns. So this is the URL patterns of the servlet, guys. Yeah, string array URL patterns you can take the URL patterns of the servlet, right? Yeah, to take the multiple URL patterns, this is a syntax, guys. There is a one attribute, and another attribute is like no, for the servlet, I want to give the load on startup configuration. How can we give the load on startup configuration means? See, this is like URL pattern. What the URL pattern here? Initialize resources is the URL pattern. Load on startup is equal to what? 1, right? That's what advantage of load on startup configuration. The load on startup will perform the servlet initializations during server startup itself, right? Perform the servlet initializations during server startup itself, right? Exactly, guys. So if you want, you can check this in API documentation. Here we have the load on startup, right? Load on startup, the load on startup order of the servlet, right? Yeah, the installation part, guys. Like whatever the attributes we are using, those all attributes are present here. So elements, right? Yeah, description, display name, because in XML we have like description is there, right? Description, display name is there, right? Exactly. For that, here we have the descriptions are later, display name is later, and even load on startup is there, name of the servlet is there. Small icon, if you want, you can put the icons and the patterns, URL patterns of the servlet, right? Exactly. Small icon and large icon, something like this. The all attributes, guys. All attributes regarding web servlet. So at the rate web servlet, we can use this many number of attributes. Yes or no? So good. Yes, in this case, let me to go for one more attribute. Load on startup is done. Init param attribute, guys. I hope you know like init param attribute, right? Init param means what? Initialization parameters, guys. I think in web.xml file, we configure two things, right? Init params and context params, right? Guys, context config example, we have the web.inf, web.xml file, web.xml file if we open. Here, how we configured init param tag? We configured init param tag using what? Param1, param2 like this, right? Yes or no? Yeah. Yes, to configure the the init param in web.xml file, guys. Yes, to configure the init param in which file, guys? Here web.xml file. In web.xml file, to configure the init param, we take the init param attribute, right? Exactly. Guys, in the servlets, how can we do this? In the servlets, guys, in annotations, to configure the init param in web.xml file, we took the data like this, right? The same init param tag data, how we'll configure in annotation part. To do that, we require the tag attribute like init params attribute, guys. Guys, we require the attribute is what? Init param attributes. Init param attributes returns what? Web init param, right? Guys, init param attribute, web init param. Again, web init param is what? Another annotation, guys. Annotation type is what? At the rate web init param. So this web init param contains param name and param value. Name of the initialization parameter, value of the initialization parameter, right? Exactly. Guys, to configure the init param using annotation, to configure the init param using annotations, use what? At the rate web init param, guys. Just to configure the init param using annotations. then what you can use @web init param we have to use. Guys, we have to use this web init param under which one, guys? Under the web servlet, right? Guys, my statement is correct or not? We have to use the web init param under which tag? Under the web servlet tag or not? Because web servlet only contains the init params, right? Exactly, guys. So for that syntax will be, yeah, web init param to specify, guys. This is a syntax actually. This is a syntax for that. See, guys, web init param is there. Web init param contains URL patterns attribute. URL pattern attribute, init params attribute is there. Actually, that init param attribute contains the web init param tag, right? Web init param annotation, web init param annotation, right? Exactly. Is it clear now? So the servlet contains total how many init param tags is total here? The servlet contains total how many init params means? Guys, the servlet contains how many init params? The servlet contains total 2 init params, right?
2 init
So
param.
yeah, to configure that init param tags web init param. Web init param, just now we checked web init param, which contains what? Name and value, right? That's which contains how many fields? Name and value, right? Exactly. That name and value only specified here. There's name and value only specified, right? Exactly. Yes, if you want to execute this code means no worries, I'll execute the code. So first servlet you are taking, right? Here can we take that example? Here you can take the annotation. URL pattern is what? This is like first servlet URL pattern. You can make it as a first servlet. @web init param is imported. @web init param, @web init param, right? Exactly. Because actually under the web servlet interface, we have to make the init params. Init params, every init param, how can we configure? We will configure the init params using which annotation, guys? Guys, we will configure the init params using which annotation? Web init param annotation, right? Exactly. Now, how can we get those init params? Using these init params are stored in which object? Guys, init param data. Init param data stored in which object? Init param data is stored in
Name and value.
where it is stored? Which object it is stored? Init param tag data.
Under web servlet.
It's not like that, ma. So under the web servlet only we take the web init param pan. It's fine. Initialization parameters are there, right? Init param tag values. Where those values are stored? In which object those values are stored? That's the question. अरे यार web init param to declare this parameter name, parameter value for declaration purpose. I'm asking where this data is stored, init param tag data. Previously we done with this init params like this, right? Init param, home loan, car loan. Where this data is stored? Init param is specific to the servlet, right? Init param is specific to servlet. And where this data is stored? Guys, where this data is stored? That's the question. Where this data is stored means this data is specific to servlet, right? The data specific to servlet means the data is stored in servlet config object, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this data is specific to servlet. Data is specific to servlet means what is data is stored in which object? Servlet.
Servlet config.
Yeah, forgot the points. Very good. Guys, we have to get the servlet config object. This dot get servlet config method. This dot, why I'm using this keyword means because this get servlet config method belongs to same
Current
hierarchy, right? Current class only. Sir, no. Then it returns which object, guys? Here, servlet config object, right? Servlet servlet returns what? Servlet config object, right? Servlet config then returns what? Config, right? Exactly. Okay, servlet config returns the config object, right? This dot gets servlet config. Once the servlet config object is ready, you can get the data, right? So writer dot writer dot what? Writer dot println of, tell me guys, writer dot println of what? Writer dot println of config dot what? Get init parameter, right? Get init parameter of what? You can get the user. Disturbance. Rani from your side only. Yeah. So this is like init param of user 2, right? Exactly. Because first value, second value, let me use a small break statement here. So break, and we can use like br tag here, and we can use some break statement, right? Exactly. That's it, guys. Simply can run this code once. Run this code. Okay, just I'm making the init param tags, and I'm accessing those data using what? Config object, right? Get select config object, right? I click on the project, run as, run on server, click on next, click on finish, restart server. Yeah. Yes, here you can tell me init param is specific to servlet. That's what you are going with the @ web init param tag, right? Specific to servlet. But yeah, let me run this code. First servlet is there. Yeah, we got the output, guys. We got this is analyze servlet Ratan null anu. Why this null? Oh, see guys, I'm using break statement what in the configure get parameter. So that's what you're getting. The default value is what? The default value is the null, right? Exactly. Actually, I'm thinking like next lines I have to print the data, but I use it like break statement inside the get init parameter. That's what we get in null values, right? It's fine. So output is correct only, right? Exactly, guys. Good. Guys, see, yeah, as you can see this point here, the data which is specific to servlet means we can specify it using @ web init param tag, right? Exactly. Yes, but the data is common for all servlet. If the data is common for all servlets means what? In web.xml file generally, we specify the data using context param tag, right? Do you remember context param tag? This is a context param tag. Because the data is a specific to servlet means @ web init param tag you used and you specify the data. That is fine, well and good. But the data is common for all servlets. The data is common for all servlet. This is a context param tag data. Basically, this context param tag data will be stored in which object? A servlet context object, right? Where that object is common for entire web application. Okay. In that case, using annotations, how can we configure the context param tag? Guys, how can we configure the context param tag? Is it possible? The data is what? The data is common to all servlets. The data is common to all servlets. Then in XML file, in web.xml file, we used in web.xml file. What we used, guys? We used what? Context. We used what? Context param tag data, right? Exactly. Guys, the data is common to all servlet. They're using web.xml context param tag data. But using annotation, guys, can we configure this data? Guys, using annotations, so it is not possible to configure the. Tell me, guys, it is not possible to configure which data, guys? Here, context param data, right? Exactly. That is one of the limitation of annotations, guys. So limitations of annotations. Limitations of what? Annotations. Using annotations, guys, it is not possible to configure what? Context param tag data, right? Exactly. Second point. Because using annotations, can we configure welcome file list? It is not possible to configure the configure what? Welcome files are possible or not possible, guys? Not possible to configure what? Welcome files, right? Exactly. Guys, the two statements are clear, huh? Yeah. And the third statement you can see annotations are XML based or Java based?
XML based.
XML. Annotations are @ web servlet is a Java code, right?
Yes, sir. But we can replace it for the XML only. No?
But this is a Java code, right? Exactly.
Yes.
The Java code. So previously we are doing web.xml file configurations, right? Now we are doing the Java configurations, right?
Java code. Yes.
Annotation is nothing but Java configurations, guys. Okay, there's XML configurations under Java configurations, right? Guys, which one is the more flexible to get the modifications? Which one is the more flexible, guys, to do the modifications? XML is flexible or Java is flexible? Java code is flexible. Definitely,
Java code.
guys. No. Java code it requires recompilation process, right? Recompilation process, reloading the application, these all required, right?
Yes.
What about XML code? Just refresh button is sufficient to reflect the modifications, right?
Delete
Mm.
purpose.
Yeah, in that case, if URL is frequently changing, guys, if your URL pattern is frequently changing, don't use annotations. If you need to get the flexibility of modifications, means what? Guys, which URLs are fixed, for those URLs, you can go for the annotation based configurations, not a problem. Annotation based configuration we can use, not a problem. But Java based configuration means what? If you want to every time modification means is possible, not possible, guys?
Not possible.
Yeah. Annotations are what? Annotations are Java based, guys. So no flexibility of modification, right? There's no flexibility of modifications, right? Exactly. Yeah, no flexibility of modifications, guys. Guys, based on these 3 points, at least you have some more points are there, multiple points, but at least based on these points, you can conclude that annotations are replacing web.xml file or just reducing the configuration web.xml file.
Reducing configuration.
Guys, web.xml file is like annotations are not replacing web.xml file. Replacing means what? Completely web.xml file is removed. I can use everything using annotation. Is it everything using annotations are possible or not possible, guys? Because everything using annotations are possible or not possible? Not possible, right?
Not possible.
That's what the point you can conclude. Tell me, guys. Annotations are what? Guys, annotations are not what? Not replacement of web.xml file. Just it will reduce. Just it will reduce the configurations in web.xml file, right? Exactly. Just it will reduce the configurations in web.xml file, guys. It's not like alternative to the XML file, right? Annotations are not replacement of web.xml file, guys. It's not a replacement. Just it will reduce what? Reduce the configurations in web.xml file, right? Guys, just it will reduce what?
WebXML.
Annotations are not replacement of web.xml file. Just it will reduce the configurations in what? Configurations in web. Exactly. Are you clear now? Yes. Yeah, this is called we done the two annotations, guys. @webservlet we done @webinit param, right? @webinit param to configure the init param tags. We understood that. That's what, guys. Your project required both annotations and web.xml file. Only annotations, Your project is definitely required both it required, right? Exactly.
Yes.
So that is a point we have to understand it. Good.
Sir.
That was Spring is completely annotations.
Spring is completely
Annotations.
yeah, definitely.
If we have to use Spring, it's completely annotations what I can use. It's not web.xml.
No. Present we have the Java configurations. So if the Spring faculty is a good faculty, he will write the code with the Java based configurations and XML based configurations.
Both can be used.
The faculty is good faculty, he will write the at least 2 examples about the Java based configurations and XML based configurations. But he is teaching only Java based configurations or only XML based configurations means you will not get the clarity. Yeah.
Sir, actually, how many annotations are used in frequently in real-time projects? Now
See,
you have
guys,
explained
everything is annotations. If you take the Spring applications, web.xml file, nothing. Mostly we'll never write the code in web.xml file. Everything is Java-based configurations only. Nothing but annotations only. So, XML, like Spring classes, Hibernate classes, web services classes, we never use web.xml files. Everything will go for the annotations. Depends on the application, it supports the n number of annotations.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is there any other questions? Guys, at the rate web listener, like STN, at the web listener, guys. To configure the listeners in web.xml file. Just to configure the listener in web.xml file, what the code we are using previously. To configure the listener in web.xml file, guys, go for the web.xml file. So listener app, yeah. Login listener is there. To configure listener, guys, only one tag is there. Listener tag is there, right? This is the code we have to do with the web.xml file, guys. Okay, the same code to configure the listener in XML files. Sorry, annotations. To configure listeners using annotations, guys, only one is sufficient. Let me show once. Yeah, go for our project, annotation project, guys. In the annotation project, right click here, new. I want to create the listener now. Create the listener, guys. Give the package name like my listener, right? Click on next. Select one lifecycle, any lifecycle. Click on finish. Click on finish. As you can see, our web.xml file, anything is updated here. Still, web.xml file is nothing is updated, right? Guys, this is basically my web.xml file code. My web.xml this project, guys. This is web.xml file. Anything is updated here? Nothing updated. But if you go for the listener, my listener now, see guys how it is configured means at the rate web listener annotation. Because listener does not contain URLs, right? Because listeners are automatically executed when the event is handled, event is raised, right? Yes or no? The listeners are automatically executed when the event is raised, right? Exactly. That's what, guys. At the rate web listener, right? Yeah. So that two lines of code is equal to at the rate web listener. Is it clear now? To configure the listener, to configure listener in annotation, guys, this is the code, right? Exactly. Good. And filters, guys. What are the filters, right? Filters, to configure the filters in web.xml file, we require how many tags, guys? Total again, 2 tags required, right? Just to configure the filters in web.xml file. To configure the filters in web.xml file, tell me, guys, to configure the filters in web.xml file. This is the code, right? Exactly.
Filter mapping.
Filter is there, filter mapping tag is there. The same thing, let me create the filter once. In my annotation application, new, I want to create the filter. So filter, the class name is called what? Something like my filter I'm creating. Click on finish. Click on finish. See guys here, in web.xml file you can see anything. Web.xml file. This is project web.xml file you open. This project web.xml file. Anything is updated, guys? No. Go to the filter here. See guys, at the rate web filter is there, right? This is annotation. At the rate web filter annotation, right? So this much code is equal to this is the code, guys. At the rate web filter, my filter is there. That's a SR no. This is like my filter, the com.tcs dot what, my filter, yeah, my filter. I hope you got the clarity, right? So this much code is replaced with what? To configure the filter in web.xml file, and to configure the filter, configure filter using what? Tell me, guys, using what? Using annotation, right? Exactly. Guys, are it clear now? Yeah. This is all about your annotations usage, guys. At the rate web servlet to configure the servlet configuration. So at the rate web init param to configure the initialization parameters. Okay, context parameters are possible or not possible, guys? Context parameters are not possible, and XML welcome files are not possible. Annotations are not flexible to modifications, guys. Annotations are Java based, so no flexibility for modifications, right? Exactly. Annotations are not replacement of web.xml file, guys. Just it will reduce the configurations in what? Just it will reduce the configurations in what? Web.xml file, right? Exactly. Is it clear now? To configure listener, guys, this is that code in the WebXML file. This is the annotation part, right? To configure the filter, this much code we have to write. To configure the same filter in annotate, to configure the filter in annotation, web filter, right? Exactly. Guys, total we have like 4 annotation. For the servlets, web servlet. Filters, web filter. Listeners, web listener. Because servlets kind is only these 3 things, right? Filters, listeners, filters, listeners, and servlets, right? Exactly. Is it clear now? Yeah. As you try to check this point, we'll meet in next class. We'll go to continue. Next class will be on Monday. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy the holidays. Yeah, you can take the job as a password. Password. Yeah, this is like annotations, guys. Bye.
Thank you.